And to this day, I always say it, you cannot touch Alan Trammell. If you do, you got to go through me first. Do not do anything to harm Alan Trammell, because I got his back.
Welcome everybody to Gallagher's Suite Level here at Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. I'm Daniela Bruce, and joining me now is Dan Petry, former Tigers pitcher and current Tigers analyst for Bally Sports Detroit. Dan, thank you so much for being here today. We have a lot of fun things to talk about with you. So how would you describe what you brought to the clubhouse that ultimately led to that '84 championship?
You know, I think the biggest thing was I felt like I was a good teammate. I mean, you're always rooting for your team to win, but I think I supported my teammates well, because you go through a lot of ups and downs in baseball, and you don't necessarily get a whole lot of support from people because they have ups and downs as well, and they got to worry about themselves. They can't really worry about you. And I always felt like I could tell if somebody were struggling on their own, and I would try to make sure that they knew that they had people on their side. It wasn't always about being a front runner.
That really seems like the culture of the entire '84 roster. Is that the truth? Were you guys just that close and that bonded when it comes to inside the clubhouse, outside of the clubhouse, to get you to that championship? Yeah,
and some people think it might be a little bit overrated, but when I was looking at the Gallagher 25 tenets, that they try to live by in their business model. And one of them stuck out to me. Can't remember the exact number, maybe 14, but it was, we are a team. And that's the way I felt about that '84 team, is that we came up, so many of us, through the minor leagues. And we went through a lot together. We grew together down there in the minor leagues, and then the ones that were weeded out and finally made it up to Detroit, we didn't have instant success. It took us a while to learn the game up there and go through a lot of failure, but slowly but surely we started playing better, started winning more games, ultimately saying, we can win this thing, we can win that championship. So it was a close-knit group that ultimately wins a championship. That's what made it so special, instead of just a bunch of guys just coming and going to work and going home. No, this was a really close-knit group, and if you weren't part of that group, the coaching staff and Sparky Anderson figured it out quickly, and I don't care how good you were out.
Dan, I don't know if you knew this, but Gallagher has been named for 11 consecutive years one of the world's most ethical companies. So it's really impressive. And a lot of that has to do with the work that they do in the community and being involved in giving back. And I know that the Tigers organization is very, very good at giving back to the Detroit community. But how about you personally? What did it mean to you to be able to have that opportunity?
Even myself, I examine and say, boy, I think I do a pretty good job of it. I don't do enough. There's people that do a lot more, and I think those are the people that I look up to and say, you know what, and try to emulate and say, boy, I can do more.